Hello. Oh, gosh. It's been a while. Well, 2 days since I last streamed. Oh, I had a lot of like problems. Today, I finally was able to like have a decent sleep after like a while. But yeah, in a few minutes, I'm just setting up everything. In a few minutes, the stream is gonna be. I'm gonna be in streaming. I'm gonna be continuing with my drawings. I still need to see where will I put the like gaming streams, because I do want to do it. So yeah, see you in a bit. And there I am. Hi everyone. Man, I really need to see what the heck is this allergy that I have. But right now I haven't like been focusing on my health, which is not something I should be doing. But yeah, not getting to the group of things again. Hi, Growth Hero. How's everything? Gonna be practicing a bit. Oh jeez. Just so I can get the group again. I really need to once again practice anatomy. Maybe I'll one day do it on stream, but I don't want you to see how frustrated I get with gesture drawing sometimes. Oh god, that is a horrendous thought. Me doing gesture drawings on stream would be oof. Oh god. That's good to know. That's good to know, Cross Hero. Oh, just finally woke up it is an hour after many days of just like waking up at 1 a.m. and then waking up again and then the process repeating over and over and over again, and I feel like a trash, actual trash. Things are definitely going better today. Yesterday and the day before yesterday was it was draining. But now I'm okay. I'm just here with the things that I need to do, and I'm only kind of happy that I'm working again. The thing is, right now I really need to get into the groove of like speaking, because it's been a while since not a while, a few days, but I am not used to speaking like in the streaming context, so that definitely doesn't help. Especially when I don't go on stream for a while. Yeah. Thank goodness everything's okay for you guys. Right now I'm still thinking about when will I schedule more video game like streams. Honestly, because of in general this being for the drawings, and this channel mainly being for the drawings, I do not think I want to prioritize gaming as much. That's certainly something that I have been considering, but honestly I haven't been giving it much thought, because whenever I start streaming, I usually just think about the drawings. It's all my schedule is mostly surrounding the drawings. So yeah. I'm gonna let the music play, because some people just like being here for the music, which is another thing I'm trying to gauge. How much should I speak? How much should I just let the music relax people? Alright, my hands already hurting. This is definitely not a good sign for how I'm drawing. My hand is already hurts. What the heck? Windows is trying to update for some. Windows is always trying to update. not gonna get that much interactions right now, which is okay. Just it leaves me out with the question of should I talk or should I not? Should I do more or should I do less? Oh, hi, Ariel MPP. Welcome to the chat. Hope everything's going well for you. Right now, I'm just drawing my commissions. Right now they're open. There's only one slot left, but I'm willing to do another commission if it's needed. I also do emotes. If you're interested, yeah, please give it a look. Doing well. Actually, finally able to wake up at a decent hour, thankfully. It's been a while since I have been able to actually sleep without waking up at 1 a.m. and then having to sleep again and then having to wake up again and sleep again, and yeah, it's been a mess. It's been kind of a mess. I also started playing Radical Red, Pokemon ROM hack. That's really hard, but really good. I usually Nuzlocke those, but oh, yeesh. Yeah. Pretty much I just been having like a tough time actually waking up at a decent hour. I am trying to go to a doctor to check. I actually went to a doctor to check what's going on with me. I need to do some analysis, but I don't have the money at the moment, which is definitely not the best. But it's been a complicated time. Okay. Yeah. Here, I am making a Pokemon trio for a commissioner. I definitely like that. I definitely ended up liking the designs. Although he wants me to name them, and I'm very much trying to come up with names, but I am not the best with name coming up with. I mean, I was just talking about yeah, it's a real problem, especially when you're like a creative type and you need to like give a name to your creations. It's like, oh no, oh jeez. But sometimes the best way to do it is just to find the meaning behind some words and like research some etymology. Yeah, that's what I said. Sorry, my English is not my first language, and sometimes I get. Yeah, I understand that feeling too. It's mostly the fact that sometimes not having a reference to what to how you're going to name your characters is really difficult. And again, etymology can help a lot, finding some of the meaning behind some words. But it isn't always the easiest thing to research or to combine, because later, after obviously having researched those things, you have to combine certain words, and you and sometimes the overthinking just sticks in, and I'm like, oh god, how do I do this? But yeah. Yeah, today it's just continuing some work. I, I I've been thinking about streaming like games. I like I do. I do play a lot of like oh those the placeholder names. They're always fun. I do love when I name my character just a single like word and go, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I'm going to name my character Rage character, or my character is Edge, the Edge Lord. Some placeholder names are really fun. It's strange, like my my commissioner give it's not usual for commissioners to give you that honor of naming those the characters that they commission. Most of the time, my commissions already come with a character with a name, so it's kind of weird to actually go and give them a name. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm already thinking of like names. So this is the agriculture trio. Basically, it's based on techniques of agriculture, and those techniques are named after sisters. So that's why they're sisters. The other trio, it's the fairy tale trio, which is just based on three popular fairy tales. I'm gonna show them off in a bit, so just so that you have the context. They're fun. Also, like the other problem is I have to name them, but I don't have to just name them. I have to name them after like Pokemon naming conventions, which is also hard. Well, sometimes Pokemon names are just like the most obvious thing, but sometimes they just go off the wall, and that's what makes it kind of difficult, like to like gauge. Should I go just like super generic, like I don't know, Magneton, because he's a magnet, because he has magnets, or like go with folklore and stuff. Some of the Pokemon have really like really clever names, and I don't want to like just give my commissioner something that feels generic. But again, it's not like Pokemon hasn't done that. Yeah. Though I don't write for them. I mean, I used to write a little bit more. Before I actually tried it, I wanted to be a writer and a drawer. And it's definitely hard to practice both of those things. It's definitely not the easiest thing in the world. if I should give her more like facial features or just leave it at. Probably an eyebrow or an eyebrow. No, I think I like the idea of just being two eyes like this. Maybe, could be, or could be like up here. Because she is corn. Yeah, art is, art's a lot about practicing. I think most people can get at least decent at drawing if they give it a shot. But it all depends on your priorities because it definitely takes a lot of time. It's something that you like do for either you do for life or you like just do it sometimes. And well, I decided that I wanted to do this for life. Not still weighing my choices. No, I really like drawing. Just been in this last few days I've been motivated by having the streams and stuff. I don't know, I like the streaming mostly because it gives me like a schedule that I have to like go through, even if I don't always like 100% follow it. Having okay, I need to stream like at this hour. It's like giving me a lot of like motivation to actually go on and put and get and turn on the computer. Ugh, sorry, I babble a lot. Yeah, the streams, even if the streams right now haven't gotten the most viewers, it has helped me a lot with scheduling, which has been a problem for me for a while. Yeah, it also gives me like an opportunity to talk, ramble, like get some things out, not too personal, just like experiences and just talk a lot. It's definitely healthy for like it can be healthy. I'll be glad to see it. What did you stream before? I've been thinking about streaming games. I have Marvel Rivals. I've been playing that game a lot. I've been thinking about streaming like Nuzlocke. It's definitely an avenue I want to like do gaming, but I don't want. At the end of the day, the main thing for my streams is the drawing, because for me it's just the streaming is just motivation for me to get up and do the things that I like with drawing and stuff. Yeah, what did you use to stream, Gabriel? You can see she is made of corn. She is the corn sister, being she's the elder sister. Apparently, yeah, definitely can can understand that. Like, I was talking about writing. I used to draw a lot. Write a lot. Draw. I still draw. Write. I used to like do it a lot more because I had a side job with my parents' bar restaurant thing that never took off. But yeah, that's a story for another day. Point is, I used to go to work, and that meant that I couldn't draw, so I focused on my writing. And after a while, because of the bar restaurant not working out like we wanted it to, we had to like close it down. And after that, I've been focusing more on drawing. and that definitely I feel mixed about like stopping writing. Like I did it a lot to like distract myself and like, obviously pass the time, but I do miss it. I don't want to one day return to it. I just been too occupied with like drawing and practicing drawing. I also want to practice animation, which is what I studied, but I need to. I need to finish. I need to finish that. I need to finish studying that I haven't finished. Been trying to, but we don't have the money to finish. But yeah, it's understandable when you have like stop and focus on like on priorities. Well, that's it. I don't know, maybe you are good at art. Sometimes it's hard to gauge how good you are when you're like comparing yourself. Well, not comparing yourself, but when you're when you're the only one like seeing your own drawings. It's hard to gauge how good you are. Yeah, I actually that's funny. When I started like digital drawing, I was really bad at it, but I just like wanted to focus on digital drawing for a while. And when I started doing it, like, and I say practice it honestly, yeah, that's a better way to see it. Honestly, comparing yourself to yourself is comparing your progress to what you did before. Again, that's the thing. The whole thing is about you being the only one to judge your own drawings. It's hard because you're the only one seeing your own mistakes, and you're the only one seeing your like what you didn't do in the drawing and stuff. And artists are very harsh critics of themselves. We're never satisfied with like our drawings and stuff. So it is definitely a bit of a problem with artists, like having to criticize ourselves and having to gauge how much you should criticize yourself over your drawings. What I find best is to like always ask people around you, and obviously people that don't know how to draw are going to say, "Oh wow, you draw amazingly." But you should always also search for people that all already know how to draw, because they will give you the best pointers, and they give you a lot more perspective. Because yeah, other people, even those who don't draw, will give you good perspectives, but they won't be able to say to put into words what they're describing as much as an actual artist might be able to. But yeah, it's fine to criticize yourself. Just have the have the knowledge. It's hard to have the knowledge. I'm definitely not saying it from a place of how easy it is, but it always take into account how much you criticize yourself, because it's part of being an artist. You tend to be a lot more critical of yourself than others will be. For example, right now, I feel like I don't know how well I drew this character. By the way, I made a mistake. I have to fix it. Yeah, I put this in the same layer, even though this thing has to be like, yeah. Yeah, see, I still make those like dumb mistakes. But yeah, have people that already know how to draw, or at least have some knowledge on drawing, give you tips and pointers. Always be open to criticism, and don't just stay with your criticism. That's something very important, not just because of not just because of ego, but because you yourself sometimes you are your worst critic. You are your what? Oh God, what am I even? References are really important. Uh, if you wanna draw, one of my teachers in when I went to my animation university taught me that drawing is essentially just copying what you see in the world. Obviously, you don't trace what you see in the world. You make interpretations and you make your own like way of seeing of how you see the world. And so that's why references are important. A big part of drawing are references. References are so important for drawing. Without them, you're only sticking with your mind, and your mind is fickle. It will always deform and make things different. Look, for example, I'm gonna show this. This is my entire table of references for these drawings. The reason why I pick references is not to copy what's been done before, but rather to take ideas. Like, okay, I like this element from this thing, and I like this element from this thing. Like, for example, yeah, it's a lot. Trust me, in the art universities, they want to tell you get like 25 references. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, definitely a lot. Get 25 references, or sometimes even more. Like the reason why I use references is the because again, art is part of like drawing is that you're mostly looking at things. Like one of the things that they teach you in like, mhm. Yeah, no, but references can go from many things. It can be from like uh, elements of a character, and you just don't. And there also references don't just need to be about the character's aesthetic. They also can be about about characters that reflect or like are similar to the character in like personality, because a lot of visual elements are there to show what the character is without having you to like telling you anything. Like at first glance, you know what a character personality is when you see it, which is an important part of like visual design. Because even though you're gonna know this character for a long time, well, you're not gonna know a character through a narrative. That those narratives don't last like 1 year, 2 years. They last like around 1 hour at the at most. 20 hours if you're lucky and you get a television show. In comics, well, you see through it in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So you need to know the character. So you need the audience to know your character very well. And that's why usually visual shorthands are very important. Like the most basic being obviously circles are for like friendly characters, triangles are for dangerous characters, etc., etc. So references help you a lot, not just constructing your character visually, but to have an idea of what elements are going to be present in their design and how they're going to show off their personalities. And again, if you see my references for like, for example, the mouse, first, but obviously Pokemon, because it's going to be a Pokemon. I have to like at the very least know how it's going to match up with the other Pokemon. But then you see like gestures and other mouse, and I obviously don't want to just copy one of these mouse designs. One of the things that it's very important to know is that having many references helps you copy many things, many elements, because that's what creation and imagination is, to grab everything you already know about the world and grab everything you research and then make something new with those things, because you don't create things out of nothing. It's like trying to create like trying to create a statue out of air, for example. You cannot create a statue without materials, and references are the materials for drawing. But yeah, it's very important to always use references. It's because again, drawing is about observing. It's about analyzing the world. It's about seeing. Yeah, yeah, that's good too. Honestly, if I'm being honest, the only reason the sometimes I feel like I'm a bit of a lazy person because I most of the what I learned coming from like a school, it's because I don't know if I wanna like start seeing like tutorials and stuff. And sometimes I try to watch them and 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 I don't know, my mind cannot focus on them. It's hard for me. So sometimes I feel like I need baby mode, uh, baby school mode, which is definitely not going anything against people that go to schools or anything. Just sometimes I feel like I could have done this without paying anything to any school, and yet I still pay things to schools. Depends on what schools you go, because there's definitely like problems with there's definitely problem with how schools and the school system, yeah, how they teach. That's why I tried to find a school that basically went over cinema, like that focused on digital art as for like narratives and stuff, because I knew if I go to a school of arts, they're gonna teach me how to paint and they are going to teach me like the basics, but they're not gonna focus on then the parts of drawing that are for narrative and stuff. Which is why I try to go to the cinema school. I did go there. I haven't finished. Honestly, that's one of my biggest like. Ugh. I still feel a bit bad, but yeah, I'm trying to remedy that. Yeah, normal schools in general just don't focus a lot on like mathematics and things that are more from exactas. Again, English is not my main language, so some words get. Mhm. Yeah, that's. And I'm talking about this. I'm also Latin American, and yeah, we definitely have a similar problem over here. That our our schools are not the our schools don't focus on arts, and they definitely demean a lot of the arts. Unfortunately, it's hard to find like good schools, but there's always like there's always gonna be one. In fact, I had to go to another state to actually study what I wanted. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy being what we call foráneos here. Was definitely a giant a giant step that I wasn't ready for. Yeah, at the end of the day though, I did make my mistakes. I honestly wish I could redo a lot of it, but I also tried my best to have perspective, because yeah, again, us artists are our worst critics. And I did learn a lot. I honestly I enjoyed a lot of the lessons I learned in like art school. And I still reflect them to this day because they're so interesting to me. The process of making drawings and making art is very interesting. Like I am like I'm when I was growing up, I wasn't like the biggest hero of animation. I did like it. It's not that I didn't like it, but was so I never was the biggest fan of just watching TV. I was mostly a video gamer. I mostly play video games. But the process of making video games versus the process of making animation, that's where I found my own like growth, what I wanted. because making video games is it's a perfectly fine process. I do like to learn about it, but it's not what I want to do. The process of making like something for video games, it's not exactly what I want. And essentially, also speaking from programming, like from programming and game design, it's like interesting, but it wasn't what I wanted to be doing. Meanwhile, making animation and making narratives, that process is so interesting to me, and and honestly, it's so fun to like speculate and to see how you make movies and what meaning do you give them, how each shot has a meaning to it, how each step of the narrative just goes to a certain point, how the characters develop. Like everything about like cinema is very interesting to me in the process of making it, and animation doubly so. I love like seeing some of the documentaries. Like there's the there's the animation survival guidebook, survival kit, I think, survival guidebook. I don't remember the name very well. I have it, and it's really interesting seeing how people really come up with techniques and like things, ways of seeing the world, ways of like animating and stuff. One of the things that I love was how they use like a timeline thing. They Sometimes you're gonna see like animators do this. This is like counting the frames. These are the frames. This and like it's almost like drawing music. It's almost like drawing a. It's almost like doing a music sheet with the timing and stuff. Yeah, I guess everybody likes action, but I like action. I like character development. A lot of things are just like the process of making them is very interesting. Even just conversation, very basic conversations have like a flow to them in narratives, which is why for me it's so interesting to actually write dialogue, to compose a scene. Okay, which elements are going where, which camera angle, where is the composition. Like it's definitely something that I'm very fascinated by. And I can talk my ear off of how much I love this kind of stuff. Well, depends. There's actually good ways to make fight scenes in like comics. I mean, there's a reason why the superhero genre is like one of the biggest genres in like comic books. It's because they do have like ways to make fight scenes fun. Like it's not like if fight scenes didn't work, they would definitely not be comic books would not have like superhero stuff as their main thing. It's all about technique again. Every single medium has their own techniques and their own processes for making their own narratives. Comic books are a lot more long running than animation. Oh yeah, that's also definitely true. That there's a lot that with motion and like you can really make a fight scene pop out with motion, and there's definitely a reason why people love adaptations of comics, because they want to see it in motion. But I'm saying that don't define them as boring, because it's definitely not boring to make action scenes in like comics. I actually had a really I really love one indie comic called Cucumber's Quest, but like it's been on hiatus for like a while. The creator hasn't like made plans of continuing it, and he has this really lovely watercolor style or crayon style that's really good. Let me see if I can get like a panel of Cucumber's Quest. This is one of the panels. I'm gonna put it like on screen for a second. Okay. It's really pretty. I love this. Like I love this one, but for now the creator went to like try to make it like a book, and I don't know what happened to the story afterwards. But I really loved it as an indie comic. I'm gonna cut it because I need to focus on still making this. And like there's a lot of like narrative things that happen in like Cucumber Sweats that are really cool. It's like a kind of deconstruction of the hero's journey, and it's really fun. It's a really fun comic. There's definitely a lot of like vibes from like Undertale and some things like that. There's a lot of fun stuff. Actually, Toby Fox actually made a theme for one of the characters for Cucumber's Quest. And that character is, oh my god. I wish I could like talk about it, but it's kind of spoilers. Toby Fox mentioned. Yes, yes indeed. Yeah. And he made a song for one of the characters. Well, I think he made like 2 songs for the characters. Not official, from what I know. They're not like official themes for the characters, but it shows you how much that comic is also inspiration for Toby Fox. And I'm still waiting for that gosh darn chapter 3. When is chapter 3? I need chapter 3 now. I don't care that you're working on it and it takes a while. No, give it now. Appease me. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, there's definitely something to be talked about how inspirations, like, the reason why people sometimes have a problem with this inspirations is that people tend to get one thing and they inspire by it, but nothing else. They don't try to inspire themselves from other things. And people are too concerned with like, oh god, I'm inspired by this. I don't want to be compared to this. That's why the table of references that I show is so important, because again, inspiration can come from many places. They're not just one thing. Like, for example, there's a lot of inspiration here from also Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door with the 3 sisters. Yeah, despite everything, he's still you. But I try my best to not just stay with one reference, because again, yeah, this is a pretty core idea of the 3 sisters, but I went, okay, but what other things can I draw from? What other things can I get from? That code, despite everything, still is so good. I love it. No, it's not about distancing yourself from your inspirations. It's about having many, many inspirations. Lean into them, but lean into many, not just one. That's the key. Don't just lean into one, lean into many. You don't have to like go, okay, I don't want to copy Toby Fox, because when you are inspired by many things, you end up copying from many things and you create something new. That's why references are important. It's part of making. Okay, it's part of making things that. It's part of making art. Inspirations that are going to be a part of like what you make, and you need to lean into them, but you need to lean into them with the knowledge that you need more than just one inspiration. Yeah, again, it's fine to have inspiration from the soul system. What you need to do is take that and take ideas from other things, like combine them. Creativity is a lot about combining things. It's a lot about taking things that you know and making something new with something that that has been made, but actually taking two concepts and then combining them. That's how most ideas come to life, by taking inspiration and combining it with something new. For example, I don't know if you have seen like it was a Cartoon Network show, KO, Let's Be Heroes. You're gonna see a lot of like Goku inspirations. Yeah, again, it's all about combining your inspirations. It's not, don't just stay with one idea. Always take various ideas that haven't been combined before, and you go. And sometimes they can be two, sometimes they can be three. It's all about having many references. One of the biggest like things that the one day made me realize, one of the biggest like lessons that I still have in my head from one of my teachers, and it wasn't like a narrative teacher. It was a teacher that just taught us about copyright and stuff. He basically said, to copy from one thing is to plagiarize, but to copy from many things, it's called creativity. And that stuck with me, because for years I was like you. I was like, oh god, I don't want to be seen as a copy of this or a copy of that. But you don't need to like take away your inspiration to be your own person. Originality is a lot of taking something from many things. I mean, in a way, we're all like a combination of our parents' characteristics, but we are our own people. So that's why it's very important to never take away your inspirations, or never try to like just distance yourself, but to combine those inspirations. Lean into what you like, and then make it your own by combining it. Yep. Don't worry. You'll be right back. like like I was just saying, it's very important to just like have many inspirations and never just stick with one, but also lean into them. Don't just stay don't just stay thinking about, oh God, am I copying from someone else, or am I doing this, am I doing this too similar to another person? When you naturally start combining ideas from many things in to creating something new, you end up with something original. That's really originality at the end of the day. All ideas come from combination, not from just making the not just from going, I don't want to be like this, I'm gonna make something original. It's just about combining things. Oh dang, that song from Melee. Making like making one of like their eyes like being different shapes. Like for example, like this one has like a triangle shape. Maybe make this one like more a rectangle shape, because right now it is kind of like just a line, but it's a bit similar to this, except this has more form. Thinking about it. Some idea that I just pop into my head sometimes.
Here we go.
Oh my god, lo-fi version of the DK rap. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as to take you through this monkey rap. Monkey, hey, Donkey Kong is the leader. Donkey Kong is here, the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. Oh my god. Can't believe somebody made this. Faster and stronger too. No way, no way. Who made this? Like the compilation has a list of people that made the songs. Who made this? What the heck? It's not even the entire DK rap. I feel cheated. Oh, but this one is really pumping. It's the Mario, like Dr. Mario theme. One thing I will never get out of my head, the Brenton Floss Dr. Mario theme. Dr. Mario theme with lyrics. That is an internet classic. Hi. So right now we discovered that apparently they made a DK rap lo-fi, which is just funny as heck. The only problem is that the DK rap lo-fi is it wasn't the entire song. Like I feel cheated. No, honestly, I think I have heard of it sometime, but like I don't play it. Like I am not that aware of it. Well, speaking of tower defenses, what I do know is maybe it's a bit of a much of a normal's opinion, like, but Plants vs Zombies, that game. Oh, okay. No, it's just the DK rap has always existed, but DK rap is like a official Nintendo song, but somebody made a lo-fi version of it. Anywho, Plants vs Zombies. I was talking about Plants vs Zombies. Such a fun game. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it's just. No, I just can't believe somebody actually went through making a lo-fi version of that song. This is Chemical Plant song. Although, one thing that I will say is that these compilations, yeah, it's super fire. These compilations have a problem, and their volumes are all over the place. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna be back in a bit. This is the progress for now. So yeah, gonna be back just in a second. Yes, it's from Chemical Plant song from Sonic 2. So yeah, gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna leave the music, and you will see my links to my socials, including for the ones that make the commissions. So yeah, see you in a bit. And yes, Sonic music is